أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
لا إله
لا إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
رسول الله
رسول الله
أشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
لا إله
لا إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
أن
أن محمدا
محمدا
رسول الله
رسول الله
الله أشهد
على
على
إله
إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
عبده
عبده
ورسوله.
ورسوله.
تكبير.
الله أكبر.
Hello Muslim friends of the world. Mentioning Madrid, perhaps what immediately comes to mind is the giant football club Real Madrid. The club that once hosted the famous Muslim player Mesut Oezil is very famous not only in Spain, but throughout the world. Oezil is just one of the many Muslims who live in the city of Madrid, the largest city in Spain. Since the 9th century, Islam has indeed come to Spain. This is the gateway for Islam to enter Europe. It is not surprising that Islam is very developed in the Matador Country. Even though Madrid has existed since prehistoric times, the capital of Spain only entered the historical era when the Muslims arrived. Under the leadership of Muhammad I, 850 to 866, the Muslimin moved from Cordoba to Madrid. As is known, the Umayyad Caliphate expanded Islam to European lands. Córdoba was the first point of Muslim control over the West before later spreading to almost all of Andalusia. When he arrived in Madrid, Muhammad I built a defensive fort on a hill on the left bank of the Manzanares River. This fort was very strong in protecting the city of Madrid, whose economy was very advanced at that time. It is also said that the Caliph also ordered the construction of a small palace on the same place currently occupied by the Real Palacio. Around the palace, a small fort was built, Almudena. The name Madrid also comes from the Arabic al-Madrid, which means water channel. This name was taken because at that time the Andalusian irrigation system was very good. The Manzanares River is the main water source. Al-Madrid, with the also means water source. Later, the name Al-Madrid became the local modern spelling and became Madrid. When Islam came to power, a lot of development was carried out. Madrid's economy is increasingly advanced. With abundant water sources, the Muslimin also built earth tunnels for irrigation and built water supplies so that water was evenly distributed throughout the area. Apart from that, there is still a lot written by Muslims in the third largest city in Europe. But unfortunately, Islamic culture did not last long and there are not many traces today. In 1085, Madrid fell into Christian hands. The fortress of Madrid was conquered by Alfonso VI of Castile. He also converted the mosque there into a church. In 1329, Madrid was completely transformed into a Christian city. There Jews and Muslims lived at the end of the 15th century. Even though Islamic culture has disappeared without a trace, this does not mean that currently there are no Muslims living in this 607 square kilometer city. In 1990, many Muslim immigrants settled in Madrid. Most of them come from Morocco. In fact, currently Moroccan immigrants account for 4.66% of Madrid's total immigrants. Apart from Morocco, Muslims also came from Bangladesh, Algeria, Pakistan, Mali, and Nigeria. Until now, their numbers continue to increase. Many native Madrid residents later converted to Islam. However, there is no definite source that can calculate the number of Muslims in this city in the center of Spain. The reason is, there is no official census that can count the Muslim population. As a result, the number of Muslims can only be known from immigrants from the country, which amounts to around 17% of Madrid's total population of 3.28 million people. To calculate the number of converts to Islam is very unreachable. Muslim natives from Madrid are very difficult to identify. Not only Madrid, the number of Spanish converts is very difficult to know. Spanish converts are impossible to count, said Rita Gomez Faria in her article Islam in Madrid, quoted from the Euroislam webpage. However, Rita estimates that the number of converts to Islam reaches 10% of the total Muslims in Madrid. They also spread throughout the city. There are 3 districts in the city where Muslims live, namely Centro, Puente de Vallecas, and Villaverde. After these 3 regions, followed by the Carabanchel, Latina, and Tetuan regions, Muslims live comfortably in the city of Madrid. Even though they are a minority, religious freedom is highly respected by Spanish citizens. In terms of halal food, Madrid Muslims do not experience any difficulties. Halal restaurants are scattered throughout the city. Madrid also has a halal animal slaughterhouse which is always monitored by Islamic Center administrators. Not only that, Muslim schools are also easy to find, so it is not difficult for Muslim children to receive not only general education, but also religion. Many Islamic organizations also exist officially. That is where the Muslims gather, stay in touch, and spread dua. Some of these organizations, namely the Federación Española de Entidades Religiosas Islámicas, FIRI, which houses converts to Islam, were founded in 1989. There is also the Asociación Musulmana de España, the first Muslim association registered in Madrid in 1971, and many other associations. There is also an Islamic center called Centro Cultural Islámico Madrid, which is located in Salvador de Madariaga. The Islamic Center has many Islamic activities, both internal and external. They are trying to introduce Islamic culture in the city of Madrid. There is an official website that disseminates Islamic information and their activities. It's just that the website is in Spanish. There are many mosques in the city of Madrid. Reportedly, there are 2 large mosques in the city. One is located in Salvador de Madariaga and the other is in Anastasio Herrero. There are also 3 small mosques in the Lavapiés area. However, according to Rita Gomez Faria in her article Islam in Madrid, quoted from the Euroislam webpage, the number of mosques or prayer rooms or simply small prayer places numbers in the tens. All of them are spread throughout the city of Madrid.